Hello, good morning, everyone. This is Sachinta, and I work as an account manager at Zillion. So I'd like to welcome all of you to today's webinar on behalf of Team Zillion, actually, where we'll explore how to modernize your cybersecurity and backup with AI-powered cyber protection. So we are thrilled to have you join us today, and we have an exciting session ahead. So our guest speakers from Acronis, Joy and Sanjeev, who brings over about 50 years of expertise in the cybersecurity and data protection and also cyber protection domain. With their expertise as a pre-sales, solution, and sales experts, they are well equipped to share valuable insights on today's session. So I'd like to invite you all to sit back and relax and to get ready to discover strategies and solutions that will enhance your cybersecurity and backup capabilities. With that note, I'd like to invite Sanjeev to take over and start the session. Over to you, Sanjeev.
Hey, thank you, Sachinta, and good morning, everybody. Let me start sharing my screen. Is my screen visible to all?
Yes, Sanjeev.
Okay. So, first of all, thank you, everybody. Thanks for joining the session, and thank you, Zillion team, for arranging this webinar. I'm not sure how many people are familiar with Acronis, and how many of you know, like, what is the Acronis portfolio and what Acronis does basically. So first of all, let me introduce myself. My name is Mandal. I'm a senior solution engineer in Acronis. So I spent almost 5 years in Acronis, I'm managing basically South Asian market. So little bit about Acronis, who we are and what we have basically. So Acronis is a dual headquartered organization founded in 2003 in Singapore. Singapore is our international headquarters, and corporate headquarters is in Schaffhausen, Switzerland. So we are global organization. So globally, we have 34 plus locations and customer-wise presence in 150 countries, more than 150 countries. And globally, we support multiple languages. So that is one of the USP of Acronis, because we support different language for different region. And as this is the cloud solution, so data center plays a key role basically. So we have our own data centers across globe. So that is only for Acronis services, not like AWS Azure. So it's purely for Acronis offered services. So at this moment, 50 plus data centers we have globally. And the solution which we are offering, that is Acronis Cyber Protect Cloud. So I'll get into the product details completely. So before that, little bit more information on the scale, growth, and reach perspective. So we are truly partner focused organization. So we don't do any deal directly with customers. So always there would be partner who would be like front ending the customer. And globally, we have almost 1 million business customers who are using Acronis product. And 1,000 Fortune companies, if you see, almost 100% companies somehow associated with Acronis, because either they are using Acronis backup or maybe other product of Acronis they are using. So that's the way the customer base we have globally. So now let me get into the product. So this is the product, Acronis Cyber Protect Cloud. So this is integrated platform for service provider as well as customer. So first of all, Cyber Protect Cloud, why this name is Cyber Protect basically? So Cyber Protect is something like it's a combination of two different solutions. One is data protection, another is the cyber security. So put together, it's become cyber protection. So behind this cyber protection, what are the technologies are there and how we build these solutions? So I'll explain one by one. So before that, let's understand why cyber protection is required. So some data I have, like if you see a threat landscape is becoming more complex. So threat landscape, why it is becoming more complex? Because first of all, like the ransomware hit, if you see globally, so it increases phenomenally basically. So 80% of companies already reported like they have been hacked or they have been attacked. So what is the reason? Because the gap, because the security breaches, because the like I would say different kind of vulnerabilities inside the infrastructure. So due to that reason, companies are getting threats, outside threats, and they are attacked basically. So 57% of attacks are missed by traditional antivirus solution, because like traditional antivirus is something which can only somehow detect the malicious, but it's not 100% true, because lots of threats they can miss. Antivirus can easily skip, or maybe they miss that behavior, they miss that pattern, they miss that signature to detect. So that's the reason the statistic is saying 57% of attacks are missed by traditional antivirus solution. And the struggling area, 69% of MSPs, like who are offering managed service provider, so they are struggling with multiple solutions basically. So because they are managing multiple solutions, so that's the reason. Like multiple solution means there is a complexity always there would be, because they don't talk to each other. So if you are using multiple solution in your environment to protect your workloads, so definitely that would be complex environment. So this is something like the threat complexity. So what is the offerings? Acronis Cyber Protect Cloud. So Acronis Cyber Protect Cloud, basically we have some base offerings. So where you will get the backup, you will get the basic security, you will get the management functionality. So backup is something like file level backup, image level backup, or maybe application level backup, or network share backup, or any backup to local storage, backup to cloud storage. Along with that, we are offering security also. So security is something like the vulnerability assessment, and then ransomware protection, then antivirus, anti-malware solution, and also device lock, which is basically for peripheral device protection. So those are inbuilt in the base solution. So that is free, that is complementary with the base product. So there is no extra cost for this security, and only like the backup cost would be included. And then management, like we have group management, centralized management, remote management. So everything are there. So this is our best product. And next we have multiple advanced solution, advanced product. So if you see here, so this is the area where I was talking basically. So this is the area like a standard product. So this is the standard product I was talking about. So here we have backup, we have security, we have some DLP features like device control, also some management features, and some disaster recovery features also there as free, cloud to cloud VPN and test failover you can do under disaster recovery. But on top of that, if you see here, we have multiple advanced packs. So those advanced packs are on demand basically. So you don't need to purchase in advance. You can go for it anytime. So whenever you need basically, and any solution you can pick up. So whether you need email security, so advanced email security you can pick up. So it is applicable for any kind of email security, like M365, or maybe Google Workspace, or maybe any other third-party email solutions. So then advanced security is there. This is basically the antivirus. Like antivirus is something like Kaspersky, or maybe 10 micro, that AV part generally. But on top of that, we have EDR also. So advanced security plus EDR, which is something beyond antivirus. So nowadays, like people are talking about XDR, people are talking about MDR. So we have MDR solution also. So like advanced security plus MDR. So advanced security plus EDR, and on top of that we are going to release MDR. So then advanced management is there. So advanced management is something like advanced management is there, like patch management, fail-safe patching. Then we have software inventory, cyber scripting. So all those things are there under advanced management. Then advanced backup is there. So if anyone is looking for any database backup like SAP HANA, Oracle database, or Exchange database, or maybe they are looking for continuous data protection, means real-time backup kind of thing. In that case, we have advanced backup module, and also we have disaster recovery. This is the most important. I think that is the area to today's topic. Basically, we are going to cover in the demo also, how you can protect your workload with Acronis backup and disaster recovery. So this is something where you will get the real failover, failback functionality with multiple VPN option like cloud VPN or site-to-site VPN or maybe IPsec VPN. So all those things you will get under disaster recovery. And then we have advanced file sync and share, which is similar to Google Drive, OneDrive. So if anyone is looking for cloud storage with file sharing capabilities, so this is the module which can help you to achieve that. And also we have advanced automation. This is specific to our service provider. If any service provider needs automation, in that case, it is possible. So this is overall Acronis offerings. Basically, anything you can pick and choose, and you can go for any solution. And everything is available on cloud on Acronis data center. So Acronis has own data center already. I said globally 50 plus locations we have, and all these solutions can be offered from Acronis data center. So a couple of things like for backup perspective. So if you want to use third-party storage, that is also possible. So we have integration. We have like direct API connection with Azure also. We are working for AWS and Google also, the direct API, but at this moment only it is available for Azure. But anyway, you can integrate third-party storage, any third-party storage, whatever you want. So that can be possible with integration section. So this is something like the offerings. Why you should use Acronis Cyber Protect? So because this is something like people, process, and technology. So people means it's a very simple things. Basically, you need less resources to manage this solution. So if I talk like the manageability perspective, you don't need huge team to manage all those things like backup or security or maybe advanced management. So you don't need different expertise or different people to manage. Maybe one people can manage everything, or maybe two people can manage everything. So it's up to you. So how you want to manage that. Then we have like complete centralized system. So anything can be managed centrally. So from one console, you can manage everything. So whether you want to manage backup, whether you want to manage security or disaster recovery, doesn't matter. Everything you can manage from a single panel. Process perspective, so if we see the compliance and forensic investigation, compliance is very important. Like most of customers and like organizations, they look for compliance whenever they go for any solution, because nowadays different customer, different location, different geo, they have different policies. Basically, some locations they have data residency laws. Data residency laws is something like where like government or organization defines basically. So data should be in your country, so that is called data residency law or data localization. So that is one of the compliance basically. And maybe you need some solution which is already compliant by HIPAA, which is already compliant by PCI DSS, or maybe SOC2 certifications or SOC1 certifications. So all those things are like compliances. So those are already there with Acronis. So and data center perspective, we have a lot of certifications like ISO certifications, FIPS, GDPR, HIPAA. So I have slides so you can see that all the certifications which we have. Then we offer better SLAs basically. So the support perspective or like the service perspective, the SLA is very strong. And then post attack recovery. So like if there is any attack, so the recovery process would be like very easy. So you can recover yourself. So if you want to restore, you can restore easily. Otherwise, maybe you can go for the disaster recovery solution where like instantly you can run your machines on Acronis DR, and maybe gradually you can start building your primary locations. Technology perspective, so like next gen malware and ransomware protection is there. Like we protect all files basically and on real time basis because Acronis has real time protection, and also like we prevent all kind of data loss or data leakage. So everything is available in the solution. So this is something like the certifications point of view or some industry recognitions we have. So as we are into security segment, so this is something very basic things customer may ask you like, okay, so if you are offering security, so what are the certifications you have or what are the recognitions you have? So these all are the recognitions we have. Like we are part of like NVI member, AV test result is there, then AV competitives, ICSL lab certifications, virus total member. So all these things are there already in place. Some result, if you see here, like cyber protect test result for VB100 virus. So it is like wild list detection is 100%, diversity rate is 99.99%, and the false positive rate is zero. So if anyone from core security, I think, or you are managing security solutions, so I believe you people are aware what is the false positive basically. So false positive, if it's the percentage or ratio is less, that means your solution is good basically. Then we have A/B test result also. So what would be the achievements for you? So we have academy, Acronis Academy. So you can learn and like you can get your recognition basically. So we have different certifications available. So like different solution, different certifications. So you will get this kind of digital badge basically, which you can use for your LinkedIn profile or maybe any kind of like credentials things you can put in basically. So the certifications, it starts from fundamental, then we have advanced professional certifications also for each and every solution, whether it's for backup, whether it's for disaster recovery, or maybe security or EDR, email security. So everything, for everything, we have different certifications. So you can go for any certifications, but it depends. Like if you are a salesperson, so you can go for the sales certifications. If you are a technical person, so you can go for technical certifications. So different certifications are there. So now I'll jump into the quick demonstration of this product. So if you have any question, please feel free. So I'd be happy to answer all the questions. So any question, anyone? No question. So maybe you can put it in Q&A, or maybe you can just put it chat. I think Q&A is the best section to put the questions. Okay, seems no questions. So I'm going for a quick demo.
Hi, Sanjay. Let me interrupt you for a minute. Joy, do you have anything to add from your end as well before moving on to the demo?
No, actually, Sanjeev pretty much covered everything. I should demo should be more helpful at this point. I might come later on if something we talk about the licensing and pricing, but let's Sanjeev do the demo first.
Sure. Sure. Thank you so much.
Yeah, sure.
Over to you, Sanjay.
Yeah, thank you. One sec. Okay, so this is our console. So first of all, you need to log into the console. And put your credentials, sorry. So we have two-factor authentication. This works with maybe Google Authenticator, or maybe you can use Microsoft Authenticator also. Okay, so I logged into the console. This is basically our partner login. So first of all, let me show you the integration part. Sorry, let me get into the panel where you can start your activity basically. So this is something, the panel, like our customer panel, where you can start adding your devices and you can go for the policies and everything. So this is the panel basically. So if you see here, so this is the dashboard, completely customizable dashboard. So you can customize. So we have different widgets. So you can add your widgets as per the requirement, and you can like project it to dashboard. Then we have alert system. So any kind of alert would be like sent to email basically. So all kind of alerts, whether it's a critical warning, or maybe like normal alerts kind of thing. So everything you will get in your mailbox. So first of all, what you need to do, you need to add your devices. You have to go to the all devices and you can start adding your like device, like workstation, Windows, Mac. So we support Windows workstation since XP Service Pack 2 onwards till date. Mac almost all version we support, and servers, Windows Server 2003 Service Pack 1 onwards till date, and Linux all version we support. Then we support mobile device backup also, but this is only data, not for any application or anything. Then we have virtualization support like VMware, like KVM, RHEV, Citrix, Nutanix, or maybe Oracle Virtual Platform. So anything you can add here. Then we have network device support also, means if anyone is looking for NAS storage backup. So in that case, we support Synology at this moment. So means we have specific API specific agent for Synology. Others, you can go for normal network share backup kind of thing. Then we have application support. So if you have SQL, Exchange, Active Directory, Oracle database, or maybe M365, Google Workspace, so everything can be protected by Acronis. So once you added your devices, so that would be available here under all devices. And if it's M365 or Google Workspace, so it would be available here basically under M365. So you will get all the user details here, like email IDs would be available here, all users email ID, OneDrive, and then site collection is basically the SharePoint, and then Teams data also available. So after a device add, so you have to go for the policy creation. So how you can create the policy? So we have the management section. So here you can create policies basically, and what kind of policies you want to create, you need to define here basically. So if it's only backup, then you can create the backup policy. If you need security, you can create security policy. Or if you need both, so you can create both policy under a single plan. So you don't need to create multiple. If you want, you can create definitely, but we have single platform for everything. So this is the backup section. Here you can see we have radio button basically. So if you don't need backup, so you can simply disable. Otherwise, you can enable that. And then you can start settings for the backup basically. So here, what to backup? So we have different parameters for content, whether it's entire machine or disk and volume or file and folder. So anything you can go for backup. Then also the database level backup, or like mailbox level backup. So ESXi configuration backup, system state backup, all those things are available. Then where to backup? The location, by default it is cloud storage. By default it is Acronis cloud storage. Also you can add local storage. So if you want, so you can add local storage. So like local network storage, or maybe you can go for local folder. And also here you can see the public cloud option. So here under public cloud, so you can add the Azure storage at this. We don't have AWS and Google Cloud option here. So that is part of integration. So that you can do through integration, means you have to set up a gateway and then you can configure AWS and Google. But for Azure, you don't need to set up any gateway. So it's very simple. So simply if you click on add, so it would be redirect to Microsoft page, and you have to just sign into Microsoft. That's it. Then your account would be added here. So this is very simple process to add the storage, and then schedule. We have very flexible schedule. So different backup schemes are there, like always incremental, always full, weekly, full daily incremental, or anything you can choose as backup scheme. Then you can choose the schedule basically. So how or when you want backup basically. So like monthly, weekly, daily, hourly basis, or like what would be the frequency of backup. So you can set. If you go for hourly basis, then maybe you can set frequency, like maybe every 30 minutes, every 1 hour, every like 2 hours, 3 hours. So you can set that. Then the retention, how long you want to keep the data. This is something very important because most of organizations, they need to retain the data for certain timeline, and that timeline is not fixed. It varies organization to organization. Maybe it's for 30 days, 60 days, 90 days, or maybe like 6 months, 1 year also, or maybe more than that. It depends completely. So we have different options. So if you go for by backup age, then you will get option to keep it like monthly, weekly, daily, hourly basis, or maybe you can go for yearly option. So we have yearly backup option. But some customers, maybe they are comfortable with number of backups. So in that case, you can set up by number of backups, and then automatically you will get the numbers, and your numbers would be set here basically. If you want, you can keep it like 10, 20, 30 kind of thing, or 15. So whatever you want, you can set that. Then here you can see the encryption option. So AES 256-bit encryption is there. So by default is AES 256-bit, but still you can set 192 and 128-bit also. By default it's 6. Then application backup. So like if you want any application backup, you can enable like Microsoft SQL Server, MySQL, MariaDB, or maybe. So here, if you see this sign, like that means you need advanced server. Then only you can take backup of this. Otherwise, with standard license, like Microsoft SQL Server, you don't need advanced license. So it is basically covered with standard license. So this way you need to define, like for Oracle, you need advanced license. So something like that. And this is the backup policy. And if you want disaster recovery, so here you can enable disaster recovery basically. So race things, basically, I'm not going to discuss all these things today. So these all are security parameters, but yes, just for your information, just overview kind of thing. So Acronis has antivirus, anti-malware solution also, like URL filtering is there. Then we have firewall management, endpoint firewall management, then vulnerability assessment, patch management, then data loss prevention also there, and also we have EDR, endpoint detection and response. So if you are interested any security, so you are interested for any kind of security, whether it's normal antivirus or EDR or maybe anything else, so please reach out to Zillion team. So I think we can help you for that. So once you set your policy, now I'm going to the backup section first. So how you can like initiate the backup and how you can recover your backup data. So let's take an example, like this is one of my machine. So let me check the backup policy. So I have like policy already defined. I have multiple policies available here. Here you can see like I have one monitoring plan, because we have monitoring section also, that is part of advanced management. Then I have cyber scripting part also, that is also part of advanced management. Then I have backup section here. I have created like backup policies basically. So as I said, you can create multiple policy. You can apply to any machine. So once your policy is done, then you can initiate the backup, maybe manually, or maybe you can wait for the scheduled backup. So if you want to start manually, simply you can go to the backup, and here you can start like run now option. You have to just trigger this. Once it is done, backup is done, then you can see your recovery points. So here you can see the recovery points basically. So sorry. So you can see all the recovery points here. So multiple recovery points are here with date and a time. Basically, this is the stamping. So whatever date and time would be there, so you can just see here. So if you want to recover, simply you can click here and you can start recovering your data. So this is something like entire machine recovery. This is file and folder recovery. So for this machine, I have taken entire machine means image level backup. That's why I'm getting the entire machine recovery. If you want to recover only file and folder for entire machine, that is also possible. Or if you want to take only file and folder backup, so you can set policy like that way also. So one quick things, like if you want to recover entire machine, so how you can do that? So you have to just click on the entire machine, and then you can see here like recover to option. So recover to is something where you will get two options like physical machine recovery and virtual machine recovery. So if you want to recover on virtual, so there you will get one very interesting feature. You can recover to any virtual platform, like whether it's VMware, Hyper-V, KVM, sorry, RECV, or maybe your scale computing or Virtuoso platform. So any platform you can choose. Basically, here you can see. And then this is something like conversion. So if you have physical machine, that also possible to recover on this platform. Any platform you can choose and you can recover your data. So simply you can select Hyper-V and you can select the host and you can start recovering your data. And this is something very easy to recover. If you want to recover only file and folder, so here you can go for the file and folder and you can start recovering file and folder. So here, like this way, you can start recovering like this. Next, let me get into the DR section. So how you can achieve the DR basically. So here you can see like same machine. If you want to initiate DR, so in that case you have to click on the disaster recovery. So you have to click on the disaster recovery simple, and you will get the option to create the computes basically. So this is already created, that's why it is coming. But otherwise, first time if you see, so you will get this kind of window where you need to select the compute points. So we have predefined compute points. So you can choose any compute point, whatever you need, and then you have to put the networking, like what would be the IP address. If you are using DHCP, just select DHCP, or maybe you can go for the custom. Then if you want to use the MAC ID or maybe any specific ID you want to put, so you can just put the IP address, and also you can set the test IP address. So this thing, the automated failover. So this is optional, depends. So you can keep it never also. So if you don't want automated failover, so you can just keep it never. Otherwise, if you want automated failover, then you can use like monthly automated failover. So this is something like monthly for 15 minutes, or maybe like monthly for 20 minutes kind of thing. So you can state the automated failover. So but it depends. But best practice is it should be done manually. And then if you need internet access, so you can enable internet access. If you want public IP, you can enable public IP. So this is the RPO threshold. So minimum is 15 minutes. So not less than 15 minutes means whether your server backup is happening like maybe 10 minutes, 5 minutes, or anything, but the RPO would be always 15 minutes. So that is the bare minimum. Then you can set the firewall rules. So like whatever traffic you want to allow and block, so you can just put it in this section, inbound and outbound section. So for all these things, so you will get your servers under disaster recovery. So here you will get the disaster recovery section, and you will get your server here. You can select the server and you can go for the failover whenever you need. So if you click on failover, you will get two options. One is like test failover, and there is the production failover. So test failover means it is something like testing or DR drill, or production failover is something like where you want genuine failover basically. So any one you can choose and you can start failover. So let me initiate the test failover. parallelly, we can see the it is already initiated. Parallelly, we can see the connectivity. So how your server would be connected, or you can just connect your server basically. So once you initiate the disaster recovery or DR, so you should set up some connectivity. That is something VPN connectivity. So here, if you see, we have site-to-site connection, we have point-to-site connection, and also we have IPsec connectivity. So all these things are like part of the connectivity. So based on the infrastructure, we can set up the connectivity. Then we have runbook also. So runbook is something which is for automation, basically auto failover, failback functionality you can set. So you can create your own runbook and you can add steps basically to whatever actions you want to add. So you can add, maybe you want like stop the server, then you can start failover, then you can start the server, or maybe then you can start the manual operations. So these are all the steps available. So you can put the drag and drop basically. So here maybe, so if you want to add steps, so here you can add these steps maybe like stop failover. And then you can put your comments also. So if you want to put any comments, so you can put the comments also. So whatever comments you want to put, so you can just go for the description and you can put the description also. Okay. Stop the server before zero. Okay, so this is the first step. Similar way, you can go for the second step, then maybe failover.
Hello. Hello. Good morning. Good morning. Yes. Hello.
Failover the
Where's the shit?
production server. So this way you can create the automation. So you can save it and you can run it anytime. So this is something very interesting. So you can do that. So here, let's go to the server and you can see, okay, so this testing is test failover is done. So if you want to access the console, simply you can access the console. Here you can see the console. So this is coming up. So here is the screen. So you can log in and you can check your server.
Okay.
So this is the disaster recovery. Then if you want to generate reports, so we have reports option also. So here you will get the reports option and everything. So you can generate report, you can schedule the report. So if you want, you can schedule the report. You can put the email ID, you can set the frequency, monthly, daily, hourly basis, and you can set the date also when you want, and also you can set the time. So this is something in short, very, very brief on backup and disaster recovery. So I'm stopping my share now, and again, I'm going back to my presentation. If you have any question, please feel free to put it in Q&A. So let me go back to my. So this is done. Then maybe we can go for Q&A. And if you have any question, Joy, is there any poll question? Or anything?
I don't see any questions yet. Sachinta and team, can you see any questions at your end?
No, Joy, not from my end too.
Okay.
So I'd
so
like to actually
quickly,
request. Yes, Sanjay.
yeah, quickly, maybe I can ask you people one question, or maybe I can just put it in chat, so you can just add it in the poll question, or maybe people can answer in the chat also. And so some resources we have that we can share. So now maybe I can hand over to Joy. So if you want, you can just add in something by the time I'm putting the question in the chat box.
Sure, sure. I will quickly run with the licensing part. I think, just to show how licensing and pricing works so that,
Joy,
yeah.
let me interrupt you for a minute since Ruth and Ruchin is anyway doing a Q&A session. I
Okay.
think probably we'll take up that first, and then
Sure, sure.
from
Yeah,
there
please.
on we'll take on your whatever your input is for the same questions. I think that would be good.
Yep,
Yeah.
sure. Yeah.
Okay.
So I put the questions. How many advanced packs Acronis has? Like that igloo, which I demonstrated basically, I shown in the presentation, standard solution, and on top of that we have advanced pack. So can you quickly answer, you people, like how many advanced pack we have or Acronis has basically?
I'd like to request the participants to share your thoughts as well in the chat box.
Yeah.
And
So I can give you people some hints like advanced backup, advanced email security. Now you can just start recollecting what are the other advanced packs.
yeah, and I'd like to invite Ruchin and Ruth to take over and do the role play that they're.
Hi, Ruth. Yeah, I think your mic is muted. Thank you, Suchinta.
Hi, good morning, Rushan. How are you doing today?
Good morning. I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm also doing good. Actually, I have some questions regarding Acronis. Will you be able to help me out?
Yes, sure. Go ahead.
Sure. So my first question is, can I customize backup schedules and policies to align with my organization's needs?
Yes, that's a good question, Ruth. So yes, Acronix provides customization options for backup schedules and policies to align with your organization needs. Acronix also offers various backup and recovery solutions for different environments, such as Acronix Cyber Protect, Acronix Cyber Backup, and more. Also, you can typically set up backup schedules to run specific times or intervals that suit your organization requirements. Additionally, you can define backup policies that specify which data to be backup, where to store the backups, and how long to retain them. Also, these policies can be tailored to meet your organization's data protection and retention goals. The level of customizations may vary depending on the specific Acronix product and edition that you're using. So I recommend consulting the documentation or contacting Acronix support. That is our Zillion team for detailed information on customization options available in your chosen product. I hope that
Okay.
answers your question.
Yes, thank you so much. That was really helpful. My
Okay.
next question is, does Acronis Backup provide disaster recovery planning and testing features?
Yes, Acronix Backup offers disaster recovery planning and testing features. Acronix understands the critical importance of disaster recovery and business continuity in ensuring the resilience of your IT infrastructure. Some key features related to disaster recovery planning and testing in Acronix Backup would be disaster recovery plans, testing and validation, automated failover, replication and recovery, and finally monitoring and reporting along with integration and cloud services. So these disaster recovery planning and testing features are essential to ensure that your organization can recover from unexpected events such as hardware fails, data corruption, or natural disasters with minimum disruption to your organization. The specific features and capabilities may vary depending on the Acronix backup product and edition you choose. So it's advisable to check the documentation or consult Acronix support for detailed information on disaster recovery features available in your selected product.
Okay, thank you so much. I have another question. What level of technical support is available during the evaluation period, and what support channels can I use?
Good. So yeah, during the evaluation period of Acronix product, you typically have access to certain level of technical support to help you assess the product and address any issues or questions you may have. The specific level of support and available channels can vary on the product and the edition that you're evaluating, as well as the promotional or trial specific terms. However, a few of the options would be online resources, where Acronix usually provides a wealth of online resources, including documentation, knowledge bases, FAQs, and user forums. Another way of getting support during the evaluation period would be email support, where you can where Acronix often offers email support during the evaluation period. You can send your inquiries via email. The support team will respond to you according to your questions and problem. And another one would be the live chat support, where some Acronix products and trials may include live chat support. This allows you to have real-time interactions with support agents to get quick assistance. And another support channel will be phone support. Depending on the product and the terms of your evaluation, phone support may be available. Finally, we also have community forums, where Acronix have community forums where you can engage with other users and seek help from the user community in addition to the official support channels they provide.
Okay, thank you so much. That is very helpful. One last question. Is there a trial or demo version of Acronix Backup that I can use to test its functionality in my environment?
Yes, Acronix offers trial and demo versions of its backup solutions, including Acronix Backup, which you can use to test the product's functionality in your environment. These trial versions are typically available for a limited time and designed to allow you to evaluate the software's features and performance. Some common features of Acronix trial versions will be limited time, where Acronix trials usually have a defined evaluation period, such as 15 days, 30 days, and sometimes longer, depending on your specific product and promotion. Full functionality testing, where during the trial period, you generally have access to a full range of features and capabilities of the Acronix backup software, allowing you to test it to its full functionality in your environment. And also testing environment, where you can install and configure the trial version in your IT environment to assess how it performs with your specific systems, data, applications, and infrastructure. And and the evaluation support, where some trials can have a level of technical support to assist you with questions or issues that may arise during the evaluation period. To access an Acronix backup trial, you can visit the official Acronix website, or you can definitely get assistance from Acronix partners such as Zillion. So the availability of trials may vary based on the specific product and edition that you're interested in. So be sure to choose the one that aligns with your needs. Once you download and install the trial version, you can start evaluating it to determine if it meets your backup and data requirements.
Yes, Ruchin. That was very helpful. Thank you so much for clearing all my doubts. Thank you.
Thank you. All right. Thank you very much.
All right. With that note, I think, Joy, the forum is open for you to take over and add anything up to whatever that Ruchin said. Anything to be added from your end?
Sure, sure. I think the licensing is one part. I mean, we can just talk briefly about it, just to show how does it work in this 2-3 minutes time, I guess.
Okay, so before that, maybe a couple of participants answered the question. Basically, one said 8, Dinuka, then Suchinta 10 plus, some said 5. So correct answer is 9. Basically, we have 9 advanced packs.
Joy, anything? Can we quickly run through the licensing part as well so that
Yeah, sure. Let
yeah.
me share my screen. So
So
quickly
Joy,
going
you
through
continue.
the,
Joy,
sure.
you continue. I'm dropping now. So I have another call. So you continue. Okay.
No problem, Sanjay. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you. Thanks, guys.
Thanks,
Thanks,
Sanjay.
Jillian
Thank
team.
you.
Yeah. Thanks. Yeah. Bye-bye.
All right. So I'm just picking up just licensing and pricing part, just to important part to showcase. So I guess you are already familiar with this DOM, like where it shows all the core product or standard product, as you said. And top of that, we have different advanced pack with different features covering various aspects of cybersecurity. Now, how does the pricing works for you? So this is basically how does it work. So we have this product, part of the features, which, called included. So included means all the features that you can see in the screen, like, in the security, we have CyberFit score, vulnerability assessment, anti-ransomware protections, antivirus and anti-malware, without local signature based, it's a cloud signature based file detection, then antivirus and anti-malware, then certain management features like group management, dashboards and reports, remote desktop, hardware inventory, then some sort of data loss prevention facilities like device control, where you can block USBs, printers, other ports, so that there will not be any data leakage. These are all included complementary features from Acronis. So whenever you get any services, like you have to, by the way, have something, so you have to buy a backup solution or something else, along with those, these features will be by default will be there, so there will be an additional cost, and you can pick and choose whichever you want to enable it and use it among some of your users or maybe all of your users. So this is there to just cover you, give just more than just as a backup, or like whatever solutions you are getting from us. So that is one. Then after this, we have other core products. So as you said, the backup, which is our bread and butter. So it is a basically pay features. We can say pay as you go, means whatever consumption you do on a monthly basis, based on that, you will going to get charged. So it's not a fixed yearly commitment like any kind of an on-prem solution. It's a cloud-based solutions. You have the flexibility to always ramp up and ramp down depending on your business needs. So if you use more, you pay us more. If you use less, you pay us less. So you have the flexibility all the time. Whenever you need something or you add somebody, you want to increase your storage size, you want to decrease, simply just don't use it or remove. And that is a bill that you are going to get from your, service provider. In this case here, Jillian, that's how they're going to, charge you. Same time, some other features like, disaster recovery as a test failover, which is part of a core. There are like limitations where you can just test the service, how does it work, but other things like VPN, cloud VPN, firewall policy management will be in pays, however you use, that's going to bill to you. Same your file sync and share, which is a file sharing tool, where you can collaborate with other people, where let's say, some organizations like designing farm or architecture farm or something, where you have to share one file with multiple people, like those kind of scenarios. Again, is pay as you go. Either it could be charged on base of number of files, or it can go totally storage based. Bigger the size of the file or files, you are going to charge you. Same way, notary, number of signature, basically notarization, its way to authenticate a piece of digital document has not been tampered. So in a business flow where you have to verify that the document you have received from the sender, it's being actually the original one. There is nothing has been tampered in a way. Again, it's a pay model where whatever you're going to use, there is a charges going to come for you, based on your uses. Now, this is the special arrangement for the backup. So for especially for backup, we have two licensing models, where one model is the per GB model, where all type of storage that we support, including Acronis data center, Acronis partner data center, third party supported data centers, which will be procured by the customer. And lastly, the local storage, NAS or any other local storage customer is using, we are going to charge only on those. And there will be different pricing, but they will be only charging on those, and you can have unlimited number of workloads in terms of the number of users. You can have X many number of servers or VMs or workstations. So if a environment is where you have an idea about how much storage you are going to use, but you are not sure how many users is going to use on a monthly basis, but you want to have a make sure, okay, I don't want to break this billing part, this is my quota, or maybe this is my budget in terms of backup. So you can basically control with this per GB model, where you can say, okay, I'm going to use X many TB of data among these people, among this, that is the max limit. So Jillian will set the amount, you're not going to overcross the limit, but it can be used across your organizations, X many number of users, that doesn't matter how many they use. So you get a fixed billing. Same way we have the per workload model. So per workload model, way it works, we will count each type of workloads you are using, like number of users you have, like devices you have connected, what type of devices you are connected, like server, VMs, workstations, or maybe Google Workspace account or Microsoft 365 accounts, like that. And based on that, there will be costing, and we charge for two types of storage. One is Acronis Data Center, and second is Acronis Partner Data Center. If you use your own third-party supported cloud storage, or if you use your own local storage, we are not going to charge on that. So basically, we are giving a flexibility to see which model suits you best, according to your requirement. And again, it's a flexible. Every month you can change. You can move from one model to other model depending on how your organization moving. Let's say today you are sure about you have going to have a very less number of workloads. Let's say you're only going with server. You can go with per workload model, more or less, because that will be cost effective for you, because storage cost is cheaper here. But tomorrow you say, oh, no, we are growing up. We need to take backup of entirety. So we have a huge number of people, working. So our workloads number is going to increase. So in that case, we can move you to the per GB model, where you have a constant price cost for you, because you're not crossing the data limit. That's the cost for you. So how we can manage it. And again, it's a simple thing. You can always scale up, scale down, change the programs every month depending on your need. So that is the important part I want to highlight. And all those advanced packs that you have, advanced security, which is the antivirus solutions, advanced backup, advanced management, these are all license based. So how many user you have bought, whether you use or not use, that's how you're going to get started. It's not a pay as you go. You have to commit to them. Okay, I want to procure, let's say 100 number of licenses for advanced security and to protect 100 endpoints. Once you install, that the charge is fixed for you. Same for all other advanced packs. Advanced, DR has a little bit of, you have to basically commit a storage space, and you also have to get a backup from us. So the way do we set up DR in terms of licensing? You have to buy storage from us. After that, you have to pay for the storage in DR, as well as you have to do a compute points calculation, like whatever the sort of devices you are going to take, in the DR, we have to going to charge you based on the compute points. And if you're under DR, there will be different charges. You get to know how much it's going to cost you on hourly basis, and there will be minimum monthly cost for the storage and IP and all those things that you were using. So it's pretty flexible model. Again, it's basically an additional, you can add top up of it, and it's always you can ramp up and ramp down depending on the requirement. You saw that there are a lot of attacks happen. Email attack happens at your organization. Some of the user, you can procure advanced email security for them along with backup, so that they don't get spam and all. Or let's say you have certain other users where they are like developers, so they're using a lot of Windows devices with applications, and they're facing serious vulnerability problems where they need patching a lot, and your IT team is spending a lot of time. So you can get advanced management for them. They can make your life easier with patch management. So this is how the things play around with Acronis. Just remember, we do backup, we do security, we do disaster recovery, we do email security, we will do file sharing, everything. We'll do DLP, everything in one place. So you can just pick and choose what you need with one agent. Those are the features going to enable on those respective devices. So it's a very flexible models. There is no other solution like Acronis where you can get so many things with one vendor and one agent. So our motto is one vendor, one agent, one protection plan, which is going to protect you with multiple features of cybersecurity, where just one is not enough. You're going to have multiple stuff, and you don't want to jog down your, hog your memories or your devices endpoints with multiple agents running, covering multiple areas, where you can have just one agent covering so many aspects of your cybersecurity requirement. So, I mean, this is it from my side. I mean, already Sanjeev has given nice in-depth overview, and also he deep dive in the product. But we are happy to connect. We can have one-to-one session with you if you have any sort of requirements, inquiries, specific questions you have. We can schedule a call with the help of Jillian. We can connect. I can bring my engineer along with Jillian, and we can help you out figuring out what kind of solution we need. And also, as has been highlighted by my previous host, that we can always get a trial. There is no cost for you. In trial, we can enable everything. You can just play around, see whatever features works best for you. Based on that, you can take a decisions. So that's it from my side.
Right. Thank you so much, Joy. I think that was very insightful, and I really hope that our clients who are here today, the participants, got the best out of it. With that on, I think it's time for us to wrap up the session. So I'd like to invite Shatu over to take the um, screen and do the thank you note. Shatu.
Hello everyone, I'm Shatabrika. Well, we have reached the conclusion for today's activities. I hope this event has shed some light on how you can revitalize your technological ambitions and broaden your horizons. The success of today's proceedings wouldn't have been successful without the dedication of a few exceptional individuals. Let me start by expressing our gratitude to our guest speakers who took the time to be here and generously shared their expertise with us. Sandra Disanayaka, our senior manager, Sage Business Solutions, and Richin, our customer success manager, for their unwavering guidance. And our marketing team, my teammates Sachinta and Ruth, for their steadfast support. Last but certainly not least, I want to extend our heartfelt thanks to all of you, the participants here today. Thank you for taking a break from your busy schedules to be here with us, and we genuinely hope that today's session was truly valuable for you. With that said, we are going to wrap up the things for now. And for further inquiries, please reach out to our account managers, Sachinta and Ruth. Please stay in touch with us. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank
Thank you
you.
for time.
Thank
Have a
you,
nice day.
Shatu. Thanks,
Yep.
Joy. Have a
Bye-bye.
nice day. Bye.